You think journaling is healing. Bullshit. You're not processing pain, you're marinating in poison. And that notebook, it's not your savior, it's your accomplice. You're not journaling to grow, you're journaling to bleed over and over and over again. Let me say this straight, you're not self-reflecting, you're self-sabotaging with a pen. You scribble, I am worthless, my life is hell, nobody cares. Neuroscience 101, neurons that fire together wire together. Every time you write I'm broken, you're turning your wounds into ink. And every entry becomes a confession that your life still sucks. You're carving your trauma into paper. You're strengthening the identity of someone who's stuck. You're making pain your default state. Why? Because it feels productive. Because at least you're journaling, right? At least you're doing something with the pain. No, you're just memorializing it. Your journal is a crime scene, and you're the killer and the victim. This isn't therapy, it's ritual self-torture. Stop calling it journaling, call it what it is, permission to hate yourself. You're guilty of these, the vomit draft. Just get it all out. Wrong. Dumping raw pain with no reframe. That's trauma bonding with paper. Venting without solutions just feeds your pain rumination loops. Writing the same story daily. He hurt me, I'm sad, why me? You're not exploring, you're obsessing. Repetition isn't healing. It's mental prison labor. Absence of agency. Pages filled with they did life as I can't. You're writing like a victim testifying at their own funeral. You're documenting your downfall in real time. And it's giving you just enough of a release to not change anything at all. That's the worst part. You feel like you did something. But all you did was pour gasoline on the fire. Your journal makes you feel like the main character. It strokes your ego like, wow, look how deep I am. Look how much I feel. But here's the truth. Your journal became a stage for your pain to perform. You write like you're narrating your own tragedy. You love the poetic drama of it all. The heartbreak, the loneliness, the chaos. Because it gives your ego something to grip, an identity, a narrative, a reason to stay broken. Let that sink in. You love writing about your pain because without it, who are you? Let's get brutally honest. You need to hear these. Your journal is not therapy. It's not a licensed professional, it's paper. And unless you challenge what you write, it'll just mirror your broken beliefs back at you. Your journal is making you mentally lazy. You'd rather feel deeply than think critically. You'd rather write for an hour about your sadness than ask yourself one hard question about your own responsibility. You're not using your journal to escape pain. You're using it to live in it longer, because pain gives you purpose. It gives you a role, and healing means losing that. You scared yet? Good. That means you're waking up. Fix this today. Step 1. Ban why questions. Why me? What now? Why am I broken? How can I use this? Replace helplessness with hackability. Step 2. The 10-minute rule. Vent for 5 mins max. Force 5 mins of what's one action I control? What's the opportunity here? Who do I choose to be now? No reframe, no right to whine. Step 3. 2. Don't write feelings, write facts. Feelings change, facts teach. Stop writing I feel worthless. Start writing I didn't do the thing I said I would, and that's why I feel worthless. Boom. Now you have power. Now you know what to fix. Shift the energy. End with a demand. Every journaling session must end with, what do I now choose to do? Not how I feel, but what it'll do. End every page with action. That's how transformation begins. You can't journal your way into a better life if you never act on the page. You can't cry into your notebook and expect it to change your results. At some point, you have to close the journal, stand up, and actually do the thing your mind's been avoiding. Journaling is not the journey, it's the mirror. And what good is a mirror if you don't fix what you see? Your words create your reality. Stop building a prison. That journal you cling to, it's not sacred, it's evidence of how you betray yourself daily, of how you choose suffering over power. Write less like a victim, write more like someone preparing for war. Your pen isn't the power, your decision is. Go make one. Stop writing your pain, start writing your power.